What's up, everybody? This is Groggy D. How you doing today? Today I've got a canister cell kit called 5-inch Pyroshiki by Pyro Junkie. Pyro Junkie is a great brand of fireworks. They have many sub-brands such as Angry Monkey, Pyro Up, HD Pyro, Skull Crusher, and if I'm leaving something out, I do apologize. It'll come to me later. This is a 24 kit of huge Nishiki willow shells, which retail about $140 for the kit, but I got it for free by donation to the channel. Once again, I'm very fortunate that retailers are doing this for me. Thank you to Pyro Junkie. So we're going to take a look at these, but we're going to do a unboxing first. And the reason why I'm doing an unboxing is because I am not going to have this entire kit to show you. 6 of the shells I am donating, since this was donated to me. I'm going to pay it forward and give it to a fellow pyro who deserves it. I'm also going to be showing you a comparison of these Nishiki shells to another Nishiki shell kit, at least a full sleeve. Possibly the Holy Nishiki, we'll see, by Raccoon, but that's coming later when I make that part of this demo. For now, we're just going to show you the box, the shells, the tubes. It's kind of big. Here we go. Gold shells in there, as I said, 24 shells, and then you can read the effects that are listed. I'm going to give the first 6 shells away, so I figure they have maybe the least interesting out of all of them. We start getting into the strobes in the second sleeve. In the third sleeve, we start seeing some delayed plum, and then the crackle in the last sleeve. There's the effects that come in this kit. Alright, let's open it up and see what we got inside. Here's all the shells in the kit. There's the ones I'm giving away, 1 through 6, and then we've got so on and so on for the rest of them. Good looking shells here. Show you what's going on with this one, 7 through 12. The really nice wrap on the mortar tube, 5-inch Pyroshiki. Nice Nishiki wrap around. It's got a pretty thick fiberglass tube with a heavy wooden base. Appears to be 12 inches. The canister shells themselves, 5 inches, hopefully fully loaded, up to 60 grams powder, and they have a reflective gold foil with a easy to read number, and no plastic top unless it's underneath here, but that's a plus. For shout out to Den Fireworks. He hates those, and yeah, I find them too. I don't like them either. Anyways, there's the rest of this sleeve, and just kind of goes on from there. As I say, I don't have the rest of this video mapped out yet, but that's the unboxing of these shells, and we'll take a look at what I'm going to do as far as comparing these, how I'm going to do them. I'm thinking I'm going to fire one of these and then fire one of the other, one, until we get through at least 6 shells, and then we'll do the other 12 shells by themselves, depending on how many I'm going to compare to. But I think that's probably the plan. Compare 6 shells to 6 shells of another brand, and then do the rest of the 12. And I'm going to have them slow fuse so we can see the breaks one at a time. All right, I'll be back when I have more information for you. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. We've got the Raccoon 5-inch Nishiki Blast going up against Pyroshikis. 6 huge Nishiki willows in this box. There's the front of the box and a picture of the effects. It's got a nice tube, and this is a very similar looking set to the Pyroshikis, so I wrote Raccoon on there. They do not have numbers on the shells, so I'm going by my own numbering system, and I'll just keep them in order right here. As you can see, they've got different colors and effects with the Nishiki willow, except for number 5, which is just a Nishiki willow. And if you compare this to the first 6, it's very similar. However, I do not have these first 6 shells anymore. We're going with the next 6 against those, which are very similar. So I think it'll still be a good matchup. Nishiki comparison. Hey everybody, quick recap on the comparison to the Pyroshikis to the Nishiki Blasts or Holy Nishikis, same thing. I really feel like the video proves that these shells are extremely similar. I saw no difference in the break, the color, the way that the Nishikis, the gold color or anything like that was any different between the two. And you could even see the shells themselves were wrapped and packaged the same, except for the writing on them. I mean, it's pretty plain to see that these shells, if not the same, they are certainly comparable to each other. And with that in mind, if you're looking for maybe a cheaper alternative, then the Pyroshikis could be the way to go. Next test would be the Kong Nishikis. I really want to try them and kind of see what the comparison of those would be. All right, back to the rest of the kit. Love those shells.